Hey guys, how are you? So I'm coming to you again live because apparently the video I did before had a problem uploading and I was driving, so I think the in and outs of Wi-Fi kind of made the problem. So the message I had here before was to kind of have like I guess an accountability for the weekend, because I think it's one of the hardest for us because we're usually so on track during the week. And I'm starting to notice that a lot of us are overcoming a lot of obstacles. And, all of a sudden, a few of the posts stop showing, like a few of the people stop showing up. And it's because, life starts to happen and you feel like this is so hard, this is not easy, etc. And it's true, it's the reality. And it looks like I don't think life lets itself down and it's not going to get any easier. So, what the good news is, we get stronger in the process. And the more we overcome the challenges that we're presented with, the stronger we become. And no matter what you are seeing right now in your journey, it's going to get better. I promise you that. So, the message I had for you before, let's see if I remember it because it was right in my moment. It was, hi Jowdy, how are you? It was about the power of our choices of thoughts and actions. Because you know that whatever you think is what you become, and it's what you put out there, right? So if we think we have it in us to be successful, we're going to act towards being successful. But if we think we can't, then we're going to just block ourselves and immediately push back whatever we're trying to whatever is going to help us move forward, right? So there's two choices that we have, and that is to choose whether we want to do productive choices or we want to have destructive choices. Hi, Cheryl. And I believe that we have either of those choices is going to require from us action, and it's going to require from us to take responsibility and to take ownership, because they're going to come with their consequence. Usually the consequence is not going to be immediate. Hi, Elizabeth. The consequence won't be immediate, but we're going to feel it, right? So for example, today has been a hard day for me personally. I don't feel well. I've been struggling, like I'm just slow, and since yesterday, and it's not the flu, it's not the none of that. It's just I don't feel well, and it's like the time of the month, so I'm just cranky, I'm moody, I'm hormonal. So I accept that for myself, and I give myself extra TLC. At this point, when I'm feeling this way, I can be very destructive, because that's when the emotional starts to kick in and my thoughts can be destructive. What can be a destructive thought? Right now, my destructive thought could be, I don't want to work out. It's going to be an hour. Hi, Doris. It's going to be an hour and I don't have the time. It's hard to work out when you're in the month, right? The time of the month. I am not like I couldn't wake up at the time I usually do because I didn't have a good night's sleep. So I ended up, thinking about it and then I had calls and appointments, so I couldn't work out earlier. And it was around 12 o'clock and I was still thinking, damn man, I should get my workout in. I'll just do it tomorrow. But then I was going to be moping around and then feeling guilty because I skipped the day. So that's a destructive thought that I have control and authority over. I can't change my situation. I can't. All I can do is take what I have and do the best that I can with it. So I change my destructive thought, which is to skip my workout, to be in a negative mood, to, feel guilty that I didn't do, and I turn it into, hi Cheryl, I turn it into a productive thought that turns into action. So I then say, well, I'm going to show up to my workout. I am going to do as best as I can. I am going to, if I have to modify my workouts, I will modify my workouts. I may not, have all of my containers the way I was supposed to have them today, but I'm going to do the best that I can. At least I will not have given up. That's a productive thought, right? That gives me progress. I'm not looking for perfection. I'm looking for progress. So I did that. And then I forced myself to take a shower, and I forced myself to have my shake. And changing destructive thoughts is the secret, yes, and it is hard. And it is a habit that we have to form. And I know that right now we're in that habit forming stage where we're in momentum. We have 12 consecutive days of doing something that is positive towards our life. So it's natural for obstacles to come in the way to distract us and to point us into the direction that is going to make us find or a way to detour. And if you're used to stopping and you're used to quitting, this is when you say, forget this, it's too hard, this is not for me. But if you understand that you're in that process where you're gonna switch from it's a switch you're gonna have, and you're gonna turn the switch on, and you're gonna say, I'm not going towards the destructive thoughts. I'm going to choose productive thoughts. Because destructive thoughts are gonna push you back. They're gonna make you start over. Productive thoughts are gonna make you make progress. You're gonna make a progress, and it's gonna make you feel happy. And here's the thing. The moment I know this, the reason I know this is true is because when I finished my workout, I felt like my endorphins were higher. I felt like I am a little bit better. I'm not 100%, but I was better. So I got myself into the shower and I went on with my day. Had I stayed in my destructive thought, here's what would have happened. I would have shut everything down. I would not have come into the group. I would not have experienced anything. I would not have learned anything. I would put myself in bed and feel miserable for the rest of the day, because emotionally I feel miserable, right? But my emotions are controlled by the center that is up here. And I am in control of my emotions. My emotions are not in control of me. So I learned that, I practiced that. And I know that I have the power that lives inside of me to choose productive choices. Okay? So that's my message for you today. Think about your choices throughout the weekend. And this is where you stick with what works. So if you're craving sweets, you're craving carbs, you're craving things that are outside of your containers, stop and ask yourself, is this a productive choice or is this a destructive choice? Each of them are going to come with their consequences. Unfortunately, we cannot make choices that do not come accompanied with consequences. They all have a consequence. So here's the thing, Julissa, if you're craving like crazy, that means your body is in motion. So that means you need to go in and find recipes that are going to control your cravings. So you have BOD Fixate. You can check in. There's like Shakeology balls. We have Shakeology muffins. You can do even the Recover and make it into the pudding and have it dipped with strawberries. Have yourself, make yourself dinner that is something that is delicious, yet it's not steering you off of your plan. Okay? So for example, if you have a red, a yellow, and a blue for dinner, then you can make yourself a pizza. You can make yourself something that is going to satisfy you, that is not going to detour you from this place. And this is where you get like a researcher. This is where you take ownership of your journey, because I don't know if you're craving sugar or salt, that's completely normal. You're high stress, immediately your brain knows that sugar and salt is gonna, like a drug, calm you down, because it's known to do that. But we know that once you go into that hole, you're not gonna get out of it, because sugar and salt are addictive. So it's just like drugs. Once you try it, it's hard to stop it. So all you have to do is not give yourself permission to go there, because you're in a productive choice journey. Okay? So remember, you're in control of your choices. You have the tools in your hands. You have us, our support group. So do not steer yourself off. Don't block people outside of what you need to do. Remember that we're here in the same journey, and we're here for each other. Nobody here is an expert. I don't think anyone here is exempt from embracing challenges and having to overcome them. But one thing is true. Together we are stronger. And remember our hashtag. We are making change last. And change lasts once we understand that it is not going to happen overnight. It's every single day, every single choice, every single week. And finally, don't think of just today. Think about today you're making a productive choice that you're going to reap the benefits 7 years from now. Not today. You know how our skin is replenished every 3 months? Think about that. Like, you eat something today and your body reflects it 3 months from now. So imagine if it takes 7 years for you to show the effects or the benefits of what you're doing today. It's powerful. Can I have a shake if I get hungry after dinner? Depending on, I would say the last meal you should have it should be 3 to 4 hours before bedtime. So yes, you can have a shake if that's going to be your last meal and it goes with your container systems. That's what you should be having before dinner, because you should not go to sleep with like a full belly, because you want to be able to give your body the time to burn the calories and get in rested mode. So Shakeology is pretty good. It's light and you can have that for dinner. All right guys, I hope you find this helpful. Tag your success partners. Remember, we have success partners in our group. We have people holding us accountable. If you don't have a success partner, you don't know what I'm talking about. That means that you notice that somebody is very consistent or somebody is lacking consistency, and you want to team up with each other and you want to call each other out. You know, there's about 110 of us in here. If we each find ourselves an accountability partner, we can always be looking for that person, all right? And we can be partners. Hi, Sally. So let's have a successful weekend so that we can have a successful journey for these 80 days. Remember, we're getting obsessed with our best version, and our best version is not perfect. Our best version is the one who makes progress. All right? So be blessed, and don't forget, be a blessing to somebody else. Sally, I would encourage you to watch the beginning of the video. I was talking a little bit about choices over the weekend, and I will talk with you, I think it's Sunday. All right? Talk to you soon. Bye.